This is your classmate Jefferson. I decided to do a video instead of a blog for Module 3. And I'm going to address the question for the module about Madero. And then I'm going to do a little side trip into the historiography of the tendencies of some of these books. I happen to have a background knowledge about this, personal preferences, opinions, partisanships, and I also have a collection of these books. So that gives me an advantage to explore some of that. In the question about Madero that Dr. Morgan presented, I'm going to use a quote to address the question. So it was like, what happened when Madero took over and what was the next thing? This quote is from the foreword by John Mason Hart to the book Anarchism and the Mexican Revolution. And so let me use that quote to answer that question. From 1906 on, the PLM leadership issued calls for revolution against the Diaz regime. Even after the regime's overthrow, Flores Magón called for continued struggle, arguing that because the national patrimony had been sold to powerful foreign and domestic interests, victory depended on socioeconomic change, not just a political reshuffling at the top. So let me stop right there. So the Zapatistas wanted land distribution. The Magonistas wanted a total overthrow of the rich being in charge of the factories and the land. And Madero, he wanted limited political change and traditional liberal political civil rights, but he did not envision giving the land back to the peasants. And so that quickly became clear to revolutionaries who wanted to continue the struggle. I'm going to continue the quote. Mexico's finest agricultural lands, mining resources, and industry had been conceded to the Guggenheim, Otis, Hearst, Rockefeller, and Morgan interests, among other foreigners. Flores Magón and the PLM rejected the new Mexican president, Francisco E. Madero, as a revolutionary opportunist, quote unquote. They defined the Mexican Revolution as a struggle by, quote, proletarian multitudes, unquote, who must seize the, quote, large territorial extensions stolen from them by foreign and Mexican capitalists. Okay, so that little quote helps explain where John Mason Hart is coming from, because it's in the forward in this book. It helps explain where Colin McLachlan is coming from.